closed, that's how Brittany feels about it, is the
No, it sits in my drawer.
just knows from the minute she walks in, he wants her to take.
Alright, I'd like to call the meeting to order at 7:31. Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. What is that noise?
That's one. Michael, see? Got it.
The
The
wall is on.
microphone's even telling you now.
Supervisor Penny Turner,
Here.
Clerk Sharp, that's myself, I'm here. Treasurer Lisa Moore, here. Trustee Daryl Nichols
He's
is excused.
excused, yes.
And trustee Michael Pankowski.
Approval of the agenda from September 12th, 22 meeting. Everything looked good to me. Has anybody else found any changes they want?
I didn't really look at it.
You all
The
ready?
agenda?
The agenda, no, that's approval minutes, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong one. You're right, Mike. It's the approval of agenda.
Okay, and I was completely, you're not
Not
listening to me
gender.
either. I wanted to add the voice over IP, quotes that I gave you.
Under new business?
I guess that's number 3.
Anything else? Seeing as none, I make a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
I'll sign it.
Moved by Turner, seconded by
Kim Sharp.
Sharp. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. First citizens time. Anyone? Seeing as none, we will move
Well,
on.
no, there were
We do
2
have
hands.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, somebody else? Oh, go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Mr. Owens.
No, go ahead, it's okay. You probably had your hand up before me because I saw Ken Paint you.
Oh.
Okay.
Ken Howington. I was at the planning commission last week, and that's a joke, about this, pond going, the Ed Gerard deal. Mike ain't stepping up and forcing the ordinance with the no digging along everybody's property line on Plank Road. He should have put a stop work order in on that. Nothing's come up. They still keep giving him permission to do whatever he wants out there. I wanna know how come this wasn't put up to a resident's vote, instead of letting them do it. I mean, this is just ridiculous what he's getting away with and what he's doing to everybody. I think it needs to stop now.
Okay, first off, it can't be put up for residents' vote. We had a public hearing. That's when the residents come in to voice their
Yeah,
concerns.
but they already approved it before they
No,
had that.
it cannot be approved before a
It
public
was.
hearing. I don't think so.
I do, because
I
I've
can
been to
show
a
you the
couple of them,
minutes. It was not approved.
And that-
It was
and then they
approved
don't-
after the public hearing.
and they don't listen to nobody.
And then I know as far as Mike, when I watched the meeting, he is sending it to our attorney for interpretation. And that's the last I heard on
I
that.
mean, when I asked him a question, it's like, it's already a done deal. No, it's not.
When you ask who a question.
The board, the planning commission.
PC.
Yeah, I mean, the only one that wants to listen is Amy and Leroy. The rest of them, they'll argue with you, and then you got Ed over there calling everybody a liar on everything that he's doing. It needs to stop.
Have you talked to Mike about it this week
Yeah.
at all on whether he sent that?
I talked to Mike, and he said that what Ed's doing, he is in violation, plain and simple.
So why did he not do nothing if he's,
Don't ask me, I don't know,
alright, I'll talk with Mike.
but
Is that on our, zoning report at all? I didn't look through
I
it.
don't know, I haven't looked.
I mean, there's plenty of things that he's doing that he shouldn't be doing.
From what I gathered on the meeting, that Mike was gonna send it to your attorney, the extraction ordinance to
I
give
mean,
her
I've been
opinion.
waiting 2 months, because when Mike said that he was in violation, still nothing has been done, and it's been 2 months now.
I will talk with him about it.
Is it in there?
Item number 7.
Yeah, he did that at their meeting.
Well, I know he talked about it with Leroy too, but it's not gonna be, I'm not gonna talk out of school because he's not here and he
Right.
can't, I was not listening to the entire conversation, but, I don't know if there's anything Mike can do to or for the planning commission to stop any work that they've approved.
Alright, I will discuss it with Mike on Thursday, I'll give him a
And
call.
like I said, and how do we get this changed with a project like this? It should have been brought up on a resident's vote. Shouldn't
You can't
have
do it
them.
that way, unfortunately.
It should be, and I think there's something in your ordinance that says it should have been that
No,
way.
no, it's not. What it says in the ordinance is a public hearing. It cannot be approved until public hearing. And at the public hearing, that's why the berm was put up, because the residents wanted it, and the road.
I mean,
Wasn't there 2 public hearings?
I don't know, I know there was at
there's
least
been
one.
like 3 or 4 site plan changes. Should there be, every time one is put in, should there be a public hearing?
See,
before it's
but
approved?
what it is site plan changes were, when he brought the original site plan in, they requested certain changes. They
Yeah,
approved it with that condition, so it's up to him to bring the new site plan in with what the planning commission
well, there's
wanted to show
been
on it.
quite a few that he's changed himself, and then they brought in.
It has to go through technical review, he can't just change a plan and bring it in, and it has to go through tech review. There's processes it has to go through. What he's bringing in is what the planning commission requests the changes be on the
Right.
site plan. So he has to make sure those changes are made on that site plan and brought back to the planning commission.
4 minutes.
Okay,
I mean, plus the berms, what's the berms doing? He's got dirt hills sitting out there that are 4 times taller than the berms. Dirt's blowing all over out there.
alright, I'll ask Mike about that too.
I mean, it's ridiculous. When I got a 16-foot dirt hill with only a 6-foot berm, that ain't doing nothing.
I'm not sure if is he, I think
Oh,
he's
he's
still
not
working on the
part of
berms, isn't he?
No, he hasn't worked on them since, June. He hasn't done a single thing. He dug along everybody's property line, put them little piddly berms up, and that's it.
Okay, I'll talk with Mike about it on Thursday and see where he's at with it,
Okay,
and have him call you,
alright, thank you.
alright? Amanda?
Before I get to the comment I wanted to make this evening, I kinda wanna give a backstory, because I'm not sure if everybody on the board is aware of it. Everybody knows that at the last meeting, the building secretary position and the PC recording secretary position was open. I, had applied for the PC recording secretary, but I didn't apply for the building secretary because, I was in the process of having to take care of my aunt. I had that, filling up my schedule. Thankfully, I wasn't needed. Penny had contacted me about an interview, in which I told her that I was getting ready to, email the board because my schedule had freed up. So there was no official due date, and I know that the board couldn't make a decision on whether or not I would be allowed to apply for that position. But, could we just kinda roll that in with the interview and then the board can decide? She said, sounds great, we made the interview for 10 a.m. to meet with her and Lisa, 10 a.m. on the 29th. At 2:40 that afternoon, I received an email from Supervisor Turner, and I'm wondering if everybody on the board knows about this email, if anybody was CC'd this email. Well, let me just read the first portion of this email. Amanda, thank you for taking the time to apply and interview for the building department secretary position. At this time, we have chosen another candidate for this position. We will keep your resume on file for any future openings. First of all, this is a complete violation of the OMA. She says we, so I'd like to know who is we.
Okay, first off, it was me and Lisa. We had board approval to do the interviews and
You
make the
had board
decision.
approval to do the interviews, however.
And make the decision.
No. That's not what it says in the minutes, and that's not what it says in the video. It is not, it is a board decision to hire someone.
And we're gonna do that tonight.
And you can make recommendations to the board. However, the board should have everybody's applicant in front of them.
Which they do.
Not from what I heard, the chatter, before the meeting.
They had all the resumes at the last meeting,
Either way,
and then we were
a
directed.
decision was made,
Correct.
which is clearly a violation of the OMA. I don't know if there were any more ex parte conversations, but my attorney is looking into it. Because it says right here, all decisions of a public body must be made at an open meeting.
Which we're
So
doing
a
tonight.
decision to hire someone cannot be made just by 2 members of a 5-member board.
We were directed by this board, and
Public
we are gonna
comment,
make the decision tonight, so.
public comment.
Alright,
I'm just letting you know that you have implicated your entire board by making a decision outside of a board meeting. Not to mention all of the other OMA violations that this board has made that I have corrected for months.
alright. Anybody else? Okay, moving on. Approval of the September 12th, 2022 minutes. I found no corrections.
No, it's not important, but it was found by somebody else, but she wasn't gonna bring it up very well. So there's an extra, on page 3, right next to Mr. Gerard.
Very minor.
Okay.
So that needs to be removed.
Anything else? Alright, seeing as none, I will make the motion to approve the September 12th, 22 minutes as amended.
Second it.
Moved by Turner, seconded by Sharp. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Supervisors report. As far as the compensation committee, I've received 1 application. There was another lady that was interested, but I haven't gotten any, she hasn't turned anything in. I've polled other townships, most have dissolved this committee years ago, and the board determines their salaries. I am currently gathering data as to what other townships pay their board members. We need 5 members for this board, and so far, like I said, I've only gotten 1. I attended the Elmar and Fire Board meetings this month. Elmar is working on their bylaws. Mylan is looking at purchasing a new rescue truck. They have the funding set aside in the capital outlay, so there will be no extra cost to the township. Our fall cleanup is set for this Saturday from 9 to 4. It's going to be dumpsters only, no tires this time. We'll be doing the tires in the spring. Parks and Rec, I spoke with the rep from the company that's going to design a park for us. They're doing this at no charge. She said she should have the design within a couple of weeks. Once we get the design, we can start applying for grants to fund this project, and they will also help us with the grant process. And that's all I have.
Make a motion to accept the supervisor report.
I'll second it.
Moved by Pinkowski, seconded by Sharp. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Treasurer's report.
Okay. So the tax account at this time right now has $403,718.33 in there. I do have to make a check out to the county still. General fund has $459,119.79. The road has $32,140.14. The fire has $212,859.48. The sewer has $3,952.84. And the updated for the CDs that we have currently is $91,249.70, $61,809.57, and $5,672.29.
So the CD that's for 724, that 5,672.29. Did we ever figure out, cause that's for the,
Half right.
half rec, and it has to stay at, 5,000, did we ever figure out to what?
We were,
have to do?
we were being penalized every time we had to pay that out. It's costing the township money by taking that money out of that CD.
Really?
Oh, yes.
So we can't take any money out, we have to show it in our budget, but we can't take out any money until the CT matures.
Technically, we're not supposed to know, but in the past, that's what they were doing, the past treasurer was taking money out and costing us money. to do it. I pulled the file on it from, First Merchant.
Okay. Alright, thanks.
They went back a whole entire 2 years on that,
What
and
was,
there was money.
what was the fees?
It's
Roughly?
like a percentage, it's
Oh,
like three,
percentage
yeah,
of
it's a
that.
percentage of whatever that is, yep, whatever the balance is, they take a percentage of that.
Okay, thanks.
I'll make a motion to approve the treasurer's report,
Second?
moved by Turner, second by Pinkowski, all in favor,
Aye.
opposed, motion carries. Clerk's report.
We got our ballots last Monday, and, the last absentee ballot applications covered not only the August primary, but the November election. So, we are sending all ballots out in alphabetical order. We were in the D's earlier today, the book's about this thick, so please give us some time. And that's all I have. Oh, I don't know whether she put it. She didn't put it on here. I also wanted to request, the $3,000 for the election budget.
I thought that was on there,
I didn't see it.
November election budget,
Oh.
business.
I missed it. Okay.
On that page. The,
Well, then I'll ask her then, cause I missed it.
so you said you said you were on D,
Yeah, we're in the D's.
do you send them out like daily, or just
When
when
we're
it all-
here,
When you, or just when you get them? Like, get through them, so like you're on D, did you send out the letters D today, or you just send all the
we
absentee?
take the book, we look at it, we look it up on the number, we take a ballot, we match everything up, we put it in there, we put the little sticker on it, we put it aside, we go to the next one. We're in alphabetical order, they're all in the book.
Okay, well, I didn't know.
Alright.
Okay,
That's good enough, they're all in the book, we're going in alphabetical order, that's all we can do.
oh, okay.
I got a question on that. Now, you said you sending out absentee ballots,
Yes, if you filled out an application,
excuse me?
if you have filled out an application,
Okay,
you will get an absentee ballot.
okay, from what I understood, you were just sending them out without,
No, that's what the book is for.
okay?
The applications were originally sent out in June,
Okay.
that covered the August and the November election.
Okay.
People filled them out and sent them back. We used them for the August election, and since it was for August and November, we have copies of everything that came in, and we are going one by one in alphabetical order, sending out ballots to people who have asked for a ballot.
Thank you.
Anything further?
No.
Alright, I'll make a motion to approve the clerk's report,
Second it.
moved by Turner, seconded by Moore, all in favor,
Aye.
opposed, motion carries. Building department report, they had a total of 16 permits issued, taking in $2,778.09.
Oh,
I'll make a motion to approve the building department report,
second.
moved by Turner, seconded by Sharp, all in favor,
Aye.
opposed, motion carries. Assessors report. Assessors report for October. She's replaced the assessor assistant so that Mike can go back into the ZA to do the ZA work. And her name is Christina Morse. She has office and fieldwork experience and is currently taking a level 2 MCAO course. Currently working on a 2023 database, working on land values and ECFs to prepare for the 2023 roll. Fieldwork is ongoing and putting property transfers weekly. Julie.
Make a motion to accept the assessor's report.
I'll second it.
Moved by Pinkowski, seconded by Moore. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. ZA report. Report for September 22. Some general statistics. As of this report, I've worked on 406 separate zoning ordinance and other issues, activities, including 24 abandoned, neglected properties and 36 blight investigations, 14 new address requests, 36 split reviews, 97 permit inquiries, plan reviews, 121 land use inquiries, 14 occupancy, 8 solar, and 3 flooding issues. 309 of the above have either been resolved or otherwise addressed pending further developments as of this time. Zoning activities. Inspected 5 pond sites, reviewed pool, pole barn, land division, and other use consultations. Enforcement activities, complaints, and actions. Number 1, property line dispute on Tuttle Hill, inspected, found much older structures apparently on newer neighbors' property. Mike, is that your mic again?
Nope, mine's dead.
Apparently on newer neighbors'
This one must have died.
reported property line, unable to confirm, recommend owners obtain surveys.
Yeah, this one.
Number 2, unpermitted excavation, Tuttle Hill, investigated, found to be approved, maintenance of existing pond, conferred with MCDC, determined no correction action required as of this time. Number 3, pond deficiencies, Allison Road, investigated, found collapsing banks, etc. on recent construction, and reviewed with MCDC, who also investigated same correction action to be determined. Number 4, unpermitted pond on Grams Road, sent follow-up to previous stop work order due to non-response and briefed MCDC, who plan to investigate same. Number 5, blighted property, Plank Road, recently extended correction deadline due to significant progress, but revoked again after failed follow-up inspection or preparing referral to attorney as of this report. Number 6, inoperable vehicle storage, Grams Road, cooperative owner extended final notice due to ongoing progress, scheduled monitoring weekly, advised will refer if progress not maintained. 7, extraction violations, Oki Road, continue project review with PC to establish enforceable standards and resolve apparent setback contradictions in ordinance. 8, blighted property, Ostrander Road, re-inspected, noted significant progress per warning notice, sending follow-up letter that failure to complete and maintain result in litigation. Number 9, occupancy violation, Darling Road, owner living in a trailer had previously inquired about a home building permit, warned to obtain valid building permit or vacate property within 30 days, will follow up. 10, blight property, Tuttle Hill, met previously with owners following complaints of overgrown vegetation on home, re-inspected, confirmed removal of and maintenance of same. 11, occupancy violations, Tuttle Hill, re-inspected, found occupied trailer removed, property cleaned up, and confirmed apparently occupied shed was only used as man cave by resident smoker. 12, unpermitted barn, Tuttle Hill, received filing from attorney following request for same, court date to be determined. Thank you for your time. Please don't hesitate to contact me anytime with any questions or concerns. Respectfully, Mike Malala.
Make a motion to accept the zoning report?
Second.
Moved by Sharp, seconded by Pinkowski. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Planning Commission report, Daryl's not here. He did send a request that Kabisky be at their next meeting regarding the solar. I spoke with Kabisky and he said he would be there. So, we don't really have a planning commission report. Reading of monthly disbursements.
I'm gonna do them all at once and then we can form on them all at one time. Payroll for this pay period came to $15,689.05. $13,533.37 was for employees, $840 was for contractors, $1,035.30 was for employer taxes, and $280.38 was for mileage. The disbursements from the general fund totaled $9,200.06. There was only one disbursement from the road fund for the streetlights for $28.62. There was only one check written to the Monroe County Drain Commission for $88.56, which is for the sewer fund. And Milan Fire Department and Ellenmore Fire Department, the fire fund disbursements was $36,542.05, with a grand total of, for all funds being $61,548.34.
I got a couple of questions on this. What is this 4,500 for Verbatech?
That Vibratech is the seismograph that they use that monitors AG Industries. So AG Industries, I bill them like $20,000 until it's used up, and then I bill them again. So we are paying this, but we are not paying this.
And then why is there 3 DTE payments for 3141 on 10/3?
Because those are all for the street lights, or the sirens, not the street lights, the sirens at Hoffman, Tuttle Hill, and Pine.
Okay.
For the power.
Any other questions? I'll make a motion to approve the disbursements under the general fund for $24,889.11.
I'll second that.
Moved by Turner, seconded by Sharp.
Trustee Michael Konkowski.
Yes.
Trustee Daryl Nichols is excused. Treasurer Lisa Moore.
Yes.
Supervisor Penny Turner.
Yes.
Clerk Sharp, that's myself. Yes, motion carried.
I'll make a motion to approve disbursements from the sewer fund in the amount of $88.56.
I'll
Second.
Moved by Turner, seconded by Moore.
Supervisor Penny Turner.
Yes.
Treasurer Alicia Moore.
Yes.
Trustee Michael Pinkowski.
Yes.
Trustee Daryl Nichols is excused, and Clerk Sharp says yes, motion carried.
I'll make a motion to approve disbursements from the fire fund in the amount of $36,542.05.
I'll second it.
Moved by Turner, seconded by Sharp.
Trustee Daryl Nichols is excused. Treasurer Lisa Moore.
Yes.
Clerk Sharp, that's myself, yes. Supervisor Penny Turner.
Yes.
Trustee Michael Pinkowski.
Yes.
Motion carried.
I'll make a motion to approve the disbursement from the road fund in the amount of $28.62.
I'll second it.
Moved by Turner, seconded by Moore.
Clerk Sharp, that's myself, yes. Treasurer Lisa Moore.
Yes.
Trustee Michael Pinkowski.
Yes.
Supervisor Penny Turner.
Yes.
Trustee Daryl Nichols is excused, motion carried.
Total monthly disbursements is $61,548.34. Unfinished business, PC recording secretary. Last month, the board received all the applicants for the planning commission recording secretary. The board requested that myself and Lisa do the interviews and bring back our recommendation to the board for approval. And we conducted those interviews, and we are requesting that Steph, where did it go?
I don't know,
I think to the restroom.
okay.
And we are requesting that Stephanie Hirsch be hired for the planning commission recording secretary.
Should we wait for Mike?
And
Yes. No, we need is a karaoke machine.
Can you sing?
No? Huh? Would
Can
I
you sing?
sing? Yeah, I would, but we don't have a karaoke machine, so can't do it. We can all go a cappella instead, right?
Alright, my dog repeated being here.
Sorry, my nose, I did.
Last month, the board reviewed all the applicants and requested that myself and Lisa conduct interviews and bring back our recommendations. For the planning commission recording secretary, we're requesting to hire Stephanie Hirsch.
Stephanie here.
No,
So
Is
I
she,
need-
Amy's
I-
daughter, son,
I
or
think-
daughter, relative sometime?
I think it's her daughter.
So this was at the last meeting, you guys did this?
Yes.
September's.
yes.
You weren't here.
Yeah.
But you should have had in your packet, Mike, all the applicants.
Yeah, I did.
So, any discussion on it?
What would, did you interview everybody?
Yes, we did,
Everybody that showed up.
Everybody that showed up.
yeah.
There was someone that didn't show
Everybody
up.
was
No
like,
one shows up. That's like a job interview to me. About this.
I think, I don't remember how many we did, but there was, I
It was
think,
at least over 3 days at least, cause I know I was here for at least 4 of them.
there was like 5 or 6 that didn't show up.
Mm-hmm.
What was your reasoning for, cause you both, you did
Yes,
it.
we did.
What was the reasoning for, your guys' get on Hirsch, Stephanie?
What was our reasoning?
I was just,
Why did you pick her? I
yeah,
guess is what
like,
it's asking.
I don't, I mean, you know, I read through
She's
the others.
pushing one for English.
Huh?
She's pushing one for English for you, Mike.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just curious.
But she was at least one of them that showed up.
Yeah, I mean, she was very qualified, I mean, she,
Mm-hmm.
And it only takes 1 day a month.
right,
Well.
she's done
to
minutes
attend and-
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's done this before.
Is there any more discussion?
You already made the motion, did anybody second it?
I haven't made the motion, I just requested that the board approve our recommendation to hire Stephanie Hirsch.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Hokey dokey, you don't like
I will make a motion to hire Stephanie Hirsch as the planning commission recording secretary.
I'll second it.
Moved by Turner, seconded by Moore. All in favor?
I,
Well,
Aye.
because we're spending money, does it have to be a roll call vote? I'm just asking.
It's already in the resolution what they make.
Okay.
So no, I don't, unless you're gonna
This is,
give a raise, but it's already in the
Yeah, it's in there
resolution.
at $50. For the recording system.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Building Department Secretary, last month, all applicants' resumes were given to the board. The board requested that myself and Lisa conduct interviews. We conducted interviews, and after doing interviews, we were recommending that Carla Dicing, she told me I can't, be approved as hired for the building secretary. Not to exceed 15 hours per week. Any discussion? Seeing as none, I'll make a motion to hire Carla Dessing as the building secretary Building department secretary not to exceed 15 hours per week.
I'll second it.
Moved by Turner, seconded by Moore. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Number 3, cemetery procedure update adoption. We discussed this last month, and there was some stuff that I didn't realize that we were paying out that wasn't included in this procedure. So I wanted to make sure that we updated with the grass mowing, which is number number H, to include, all the cemeteries and the cost that we are paying to have them mowed. What else did I add? And I think we added
Trash duties,
trash duties.
we had that, he gets trash duties that was already on here at $15 an hour. So we added it last time.
That's at the cemetery.
I don't see that I put it on here, Bill. Oh,
Well, I
yeah,
wrote
number
it down,
G.
I wrote
It's
it
on
down
there.
and put it in this, so I could put the two together.
Yeah, it's number G.
Yeah.
So now we've got all the pays and the costs and everything included in our cemetery procedures.
You have a new?
It should be in your agenda. So I'll make a motion to approve the updated London Township Cemetery procedures.
I'll second it.
Did you wanna leave that, the sexton's hourly wage and the trash duties wage at $15 an hour? I think that came up last meeting too, cause we raised everybody else's budget. So he's still at $15 an hour for the family counseling, the trash duties. So I'm just asking. Better to do it all at one time rather than in pieces.
I'm okay with it. Raise it to 17 an hour for both.
I got a question.
Sure.
What about snow plowing in cemeteries?
Does he do that?
I think he does all of that, I don't know.
Yeah.
We've never had anybody else do it in the 3 years that I've been here, so I've gotta assume that he moves the snow.
Um,
It's probably the heavy equipment, cause he's gonna pick it up with his and.
He's got a truck that he plows with. He been having another guy do it for him.
Well, he
No, he's got
has
his own
a
truck.
heavy equipment
I'm
charge
just
on
asking.
here for $50 an hour, so, if he's paying that guy $50 an hour or whatever, I don't care. Yeah, heavy equipment hourly wage
Yeah,
is $50 an hour, so I would think that that would cover his snow plowing, because we've never had to have anybody have a contract to snow plow
No, I,
the cemeteries.
he's been,
So change both of those, 17. Did Anita put this one together?
No, I typed it in.
Okay, I was just wondering, because both sides of plank, I just wanted to make sure, because it was called out differently. One is Plank's Church and the other one is, I never added it up.
Oh, so they're two different names?
Yeah, one says Plank Church and then one says, see, cause it says Plank Road, and then, so. What did you have it in?
480, 56. So what's the amount for the Plank Road?
388.64 and then 111.92, so I just wanna make sure that it comes out right.
Cause I can change it and break them down.
As long as it comes out okay, I don't care.
I got 40, 56.
Yeah, it came out right.
Alright, so, I guess we'll have to do the motion to approve the wage increase.
Yep.
Is that, now the sexton, he's not included on our resolution for all the wages, right? His is in.
No, this is
It's okay.
totally on this, his not in the wage resolution at all.
Okay.
Cause there's so many different sections of it.
Alright, I'll make a motion to approve changing the sexton's hourly wage and trash duties from $15 an hour to $17 an hour.
Second.
Moved by Turner, seconded by Pinkowski.
Driving in today's video is all about bad RV parks.
Sorry.
You woke everybody up.
Yeah. Sure did, didn't I?
Treasurer Lisa Moore,
Yes.
Supervisor Penny Turner,
Yes.
What'd you guys get?
Trustee Mike Pankowski,
Yes.
Clerk Kimberly Sharp, with myself, yes. And Trustee Daryl Nichols is excused. Motion carried.
Okay, I'll retype this again and bring it back next month to approve the cemetery procedures.
Okay.
So we have a clean copy. New business, November election budget.
I am just asking for the $3,000 for the election budget.
Make a motion to approve $3,000 for election budget.
We did a roll call on the last, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. So moved by Pinkowski,
I'll second it.
seconded by Moore to approve the election budget in the amount of $3,000.
Trustee Michael Pankowski,
Yes.
Treasurer Lisa Moore,
Yes.
Trustee Daryl Nichols is excused, Supervisor Penny Turner,
Yes.
and Clerk Sharp, that's myself, yes, motion carried.
Number 2, LMR appointment. I received a letter from Jill Martin, I'll read that, dated September 19th. To Supervisor Penny Turner and the residents of London Township. After careful consideration, I recently made the decision to step away from my position on the LMR Fire Board where I've served since 2005. With so many other responsibilities in my full-time job, including needing to attend city council meetings that are in conflict with LMR board meetings, the time has come to step away from the organization effective September 30th, 2022, and focus on other opportunities, including my family. Thank you to the various administrations who have allowed me to serve my community, and to you, Supervisor Turner, for taking over as president and finding a replacement so quickly. Thank you to the other board members, the fire chief, and other officers who always give selflessly of their time and energies to make our communities safe. I truly have enjoyed collaborating with each of you to give our residents the best possible fire protection and medical first response possible, and I have the utmost respect for what you do. Thank you to those who may be considering getting more involved on this board or some other committee you are desperately needed. While I'll always be available if there's a question or a situation or a need for counsel, I will no longer be holding an active role. I will take with me some really great memories, and I wish my fellow board members, the chief and his department, continued success. Sincerely, Jill Martin. I would like to appoint Lisa Moore to the LMR board as our second.
So are you making a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve Lisa Moore for the LMR board.
Second.
Moved by Turner, seconded by Pinkowski. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Number 3, voice over IP quotes.
Can I, are we gonna do anything with this right away, cause these are quite lengthy, and,
If you wanna table it till next month, that's fine.
I make a motion to table this till next month, till we look over all this.
Really?
Yeah. I just got all my agenda tonight, and everything tonight.
Alright, moved by Pinkowski,
Sounds like somebody being a little whiny.
I'll second that. To table the voice over IP quotes till next month, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Alright, second citizens time. Anybody? Go ahead, Amanda.
I'm curious because, in my recollection, I remember there being, I believe there was a resolution regarding hiring an assistant assessor. And I'm wondering why our assessor has the ability to just hire an assistant on her own when it's always gone through the board before, because the taxpayers pay the assistant, and it's always gone through the board has always approved an assistant.
We can back up and approve it. I'll make a motion, let's go back. There was no change in wages, there was nothing, so. Under assessor's report, I'll make a motion to hire Christina Morse as the assessor's assistant.
I'll second it.
Moved by Turner, seconded by Sharp, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
What's her name again?
Christina Morse. That way it freed up Mike to do more with the zoning department. There's no change in monies or anything like that, same wage. Anything else, Amanda?
No,
Anybody else? Go ahead, sir.
Well, I introduce myself, I'm George Elder. I'm running for the Milan School Board, so I appreciate everybody's vote.
What was your last name?
Elder?
Elder,
Okay.
good luck to you, Bernie.
Yeah, thank you.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
Go ahead, ma'am.
I'm with George, kind of. So I'm Holly Blade, I'm a resident of London Township. I am helping, George and Murphy Payer, Elder and Payer are the two that are running for school board. Just wanted to communicate to people that might be here tonight, this small little tiny group of us, or the people that are watching, so that you guys are aware of who's running. There are two other people running who have very different values than the other two candidates, so just wanted to make sure everybody's aware. So even if you don't have kids in the school, the issues going on in the school are absolutely terrifying. I have all the receipts with me, I can show you guys if you don't believe us. There are books in the libraries at Milan area schools that include oral sex, rape, like very, very explicit descriptions of rape and sexual abuse. I mean, it's pornographic material, that's just the bottom line, it just is, there's no other word for it. So I have stuff here to show you if you don't believe us, but it is happening right here in Milan. 7th grade science teacher asked kids what their name was, what their nickname was that they wanted to go by, what their pronouns were, and then did they want us to let their parents know that they wanted to go by that nickname, or should we hide it from their parents? That was sent out to every 7th grader from the science teacher in the middle school. So everything that you guys kind of are hearing about might be happening around the country is happening right here in Milan schools. And that's something that people need to be made aware of. So if you have questions, reach out to George, reach out to Murphy, or even reach out to me. I live right across the street. I have no problem talking to people if you don't believe me, or if you want to just get more information. But we just need people, even if you don't have kids in schools, to be aware of what the issues are that we're dealing with inside of the school, and why it is so important that we get two really strong candidates who have a different voice, different perspective on the board, because right now the board is almost exclusively one viewpoint. So we just need to get, I mean, even if you're that viewpoint, you could still see the value in the board having different viewpoints. So, I mean, as a board, don't you guys benefit from having various viewpoints?
Yeah.
So right now, we don't have that in the school system, so, thank you.
And that election is the November,
Yes.
okay. So it's on the ballot.
It should be on the ballot.
Anybody else?
Too late to change the ballot.
Alright, Board of Trustees comments, Lisa?
Yeah, I have a comment. So, I just told, the building department that I will no longer be doing their reports. because they're holding up money anyways, not turning in checks in a timely fashion. Now there's a couple that are missing that we have to call and get reissued, so I would like to know if the new person that comes on board gets trained by BSNA and also be able to handle the money instead of everybody in that department.
Well, it sounds like that's a call to BSNA, cause I have no idea.
Well, and things aren't matching up. I mean, they really need to be retrained over there.
Now, as far as training, is that included with our,
Some is, some is
BSNA.
not, depends if we have to call someone in. If it's over the phone, it's not a charge, but if we have to call someone in for training, I think there's a charge for it.
I think we should send everybody to training, cause it seems like, I mean,
Including you, Mike?
I'll do training.
I'll try. So I just say, there's money being held up for a report that I can't close out because I don't have the information in front of me. So I'm gonna pass that back to them and let them do it, cause really all I need to do is deposit the money anyways.
so it's technically their report that they do.
It should be their report, I've been doing it, but now I'm tired of chasing down money.
Oh, is that something they do monthly,
They do that on a weekly basis.
the report?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not the monthly report that you're giving you, it comes with getting the money from all the inspections.
So they should be doing it weekly.
Permits, they should be doing it weekly, yep.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Mike?
I got a couple things. What happened, I read the thing that was on Facebook about what we can't put in those dumpsters. What happened between this time and last time?
It's the same.
Is it really?
It's the same as we had last time. It's
Because-
copied and pasted.
Because the thing is it,
Are we getting that through Stevens again?
I don't think so.
I don't know, I'd have to.
Oh, maybe,
check
yeah, I
with
think
you.
she is. I think she is.
The dumpsters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What,
Stevens.
you know, I mean, I go by construction sites and there's Stevens full of construction stuff that, you know, I mean, it's like everybody put your own trash in there.
If you would like, please feel free to call Stevens and argue it, but evidently must have been what they gave them. So, I don't know, we weren't allowed to put like paint or anything in
Well,
there before.
like I said,
So what are some of the things that you think that we had before that we can't now?
doors, barrels, half barrels, I mean,
I don't remember.
there was a list that was this long, I would like to know what we can actually put in there.
Other than, I mean, like,
Yeah,
I
all
mean,
I did was
like,
copy and paste it
I know,
from the
like,
last.
I know, like shingles, I mean, people do roll-off shingles that go right to, you know, there. I mean, I know because I did it. I'm just,
I can have Anita call and confirm, but
yeah, I mean,
I
That's
took
this
it.
weekend.
yeah,
Well, if if all you did was copy and paste it from the last time, then nothing was changed.
That's
It's
what I
like-
did.
It's just, you know,
Strange to me on that. And then, can I ask that we get our packets on Thursday so I can review stuff, and the board can review stuff? If we have any questions, we have at least the weekend to do this again, please.
Well, we would have had them Thursday if I hadn't had to put out the fires with BSNA not going past September 30th, 2022. That didn't get fixed
That's-
until today.
That's what I would really like. I mean, it happens a lot, and this, please, that's all I ask.
I'll give it a try, but I can only do so much. I try to get it done by Thursday, but I couldn't get it done by Thursday this time. They were done by Thursday last time.
I'm just please, you know, I like, that's why I table stuff, is because I wanted to look into it.
Well, the voice over IP stuff, I didn't even get the last quote until today.
Okay, so, you know, so that's a good thing that we tabled, so we could all
And
look
that's
over
fine.
it. you know.
And then, I
Appreciate
do wanna,
that.
make a, statement about the Darling family. I watched a really, amazing, video of I can't believe it's, 10 years away from being almost 200 years it's been in your family. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mike.
That's all.
Kim?
No, we're good.
And I don't have anything. just a reminder that our cleanup is this Thursday from 9 to 4, or Saturday.
I
Talking
will
about
be, well, I will
Thursdays.
be here technically, but I'm not gonna be schlepping.
So this
out
Saturday,
Thursday.
Somebody needs to kill that cricket.
We seen it go.
Where we get
Well,
it?
don't
coming
kill
back?
crickets, they're
Yeah.
good luck.
That thing's all chirp, chirp, chirp,
We
chirp,
seen
chirp,
it
chirp.
going up that way, but I didn't see it come back.
Oh, he's gonna catch it.
alright, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Yes, step on
Second.
it.
Second.
Oh, you
Turn
caught
back.
it.
Approve, motion by Turner, second by Pankowski, all in favor?
Hi.
Opposed?
Nope.
Motion carries, adjourned.
You know, this meeting would've been over 15 minutes sooner if Michael wasn't involved.
So you made the motion, seconded it.
One extra line cutting over that.
Oh, Carl.
The,
What was the second besides the emergency?
Elder and